Next, we have Grow Michigan, focused on economic development and entrepreneurship. We need to make sure we have a diverse mix of business that's here, but also other businesses to support our growing corporations and to feed those entrepreneurs who are bringing innovative and new technology to our state.
We loaned out to 32 companies over $57 million.
That's a lot of dough.
And leveraged over $320 million for senior lenders at the same time. So when a senior lender is trying to make a loan to a middle market company in Michigan, and they can't quite get there with the collateral, Grow Michigan will step in, provide capital, interest only, to help protect or create jobs in Michigan.
This started under the Snyder administration.
It did.
We now have a new administration in. Is this administration equally supportive?
Very supportive. So Grow Michigan 2, which won't get started until probably 2020, is supported, has already been approved by the current administration.
We started way back in 1995 with a single fund, and that fund's purpose was to invest in the city, generate a nominal return for its investors, but to advance economic development in some way. We focus on women, Detroit-based, immigrant companies, and have been doing that since our inception. Minority companies, obviously, as well. 53% of the companies that we've invested in, when we've invested in 115 companies at this point,
A lot of companies.
can check at least one of those boxes. So we're real proud of that.
We have a meeting with African American business owners up here every year. And in that meeting, we talk about the challenges that we face. And in that room, there are billion-dollar auto suppliers and there are startup staffing companies, all trying to grow their business and support their staff and allow their team members to feed their families, etc. But Chuck, Detroit's 139 square miles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the neighborhoods that want new housing, they want service businesses, they want hospitality. So there's a tremendous opportunity for people to go outside of the 7.2 square miles that people talk about and go and invest in other parts of the city.
DTE Energy Foundation invests about $18 to $19 million in the state per year with nonprofit partners. And we have 6 key giving areas. We invest in arts and culture. We invest in basic human needs. We invest in community transformation in specific neighborhoods. We clearly invest in our environment, air, land, water, and wildlife. Education and employment is our largest investment strategy. And then kind of the underpinning for the state is economic progress. There are a lot of great nonprofits that help with retaining, recruiting, and expanding business in our state.
Self-driving cars will be equally as transformative, and my goal is to make sure that happens in Michigan, that we continue to be the center for the auto industry as the auto industry transitions into really a mobility industry, and that's something that we have to do in a bipartisan way.
So I care very deeply about transit and transportation. As someone who was a transit rider, as someone who did not drive a car in Detroit for almost 3 years with my family after coming home, I care very deeply about having equitable, affordable, fast and safe transportation through public transit options available to people in communities across the state, specifically in the southeastern Michigan region. So that's one piece. The second is connecting our communities by connecting people to broadband internet access. Too many people in the state of Michigan do not have full access to the broadband internet at home. The third, and the one that I've been doing the most on thus far, is on criminal justice reform. So I'm proud to co-chair Task Force on Pre-Trial Incarceration with the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Chief Justice McCormack. And we're working to look at the most comprehensive analysis of the county jail system in the history of the state of Michigan.
Coming up, sustainability, stewardship, and loving our beautiful Michigan.